So let's unpack these day of the speech gems to know. The first one is volunteering to speak. Now, of course, the whole class can't speak first. Someone has to go first, but then there's someone who goes second, and there's someone who goes third. You volunteering to speak, what that does is it puts the ball in your court. It gives you ownership. It gives you control. It gives you that aspect of, I am doing this. I want to do this. That's a great place to begin from, instead of, oh, I have to go there because everything else is taken. So really volunteer for your speaking position. And the more nervous you're feeling, volunteer to go first. This will help you. The nerves tend to be worse right before you speak. So you don't want to give those nerves speech after speech from your classmates to kind of build for no reason. You want to just take them and run with them and give that great speech that you've prepared for. Also remember about nervousness, that your nervousness is beneficial. Use it to give the best speech that you possibly can, with enthusiasm, with vulnerability, with humor, connecting to the audience. You will give a better speech with a bit of nervousness than with apathy. Nervousness can be your ally, and volunteering when to speak makes it so. Number 2 on the day of the speech is just constantly remember that eye contact while you're speaking. And when you're listening, give the speaker, when you are the decoder, when you're receiving the speech, give the source your eye contact. Your eye contact tailors what you've prepared and gives that gift directly to the audience members. Number 3 on the day of the speech, there's a lot of vocal things you can do. One that I would encourage you to do is use the variety of your volume. Sometimes you're going to want to speak more loudly, and sometimes you're going to want to hold the audience's attention for a profound moment and speak more quietly. But always you want to project. Projecting is not the same thing as changing your volume. You always need to project, or your audience won't receive, they won't be able to hear what you're saying. And projecting means sending your voice out so everyone in the audience can hear it. And I would say, even for times when our speech is virtually done, when we are recording it, make sure that your volume is up on your computer or your iPad, and make sure that you're speaking out and enunciating. And then the fourth thing is enthusiasm, and our other tools I kind of wrap up in there. So we want to constantly be very interested in what we're talking about. If we are not conveying interest in it, how do we expect our audience members, who are just kind of sitting there passively, to remain interested? We have to be extra interested in whatever we're talking about. So just think about that joy that you have in that topic. Vary your pitch, the notes, the highs and lows of your voice when you're speaking, and maintain a fairly even speech rate. That doesn't mean every word is spaced out exactly the same length apart. Of course, it doesn't mean that. But it means try not to excessively pause, and certainly don't become the runaway train of speaking too quickly. And finally, our last slide, I will leave you with a clip from the movie The King's Speech, which is an excellent historical portrayal of a king who received speech coaching because he was so afraid and also somewhat disrespected by the public for the nervous mannerisms that came out when he was speaking. And he fought that, and in doing so, helped to give confidence to his country as they were fighting in World War I. So a clip from there: never give up, never give up. Keep going. Mistakes are part of life. They're part of being human, and the audience loves real people. So a mistake does not mean stop. Keep going by all means. So thank you for finishing Unit 2 today. To review, we talked about prance, which was to prepare, and to research, and to analyze our audience, and to, what was our N? Can you remember? The N was the N?